What's up, everybody, and welcome to Real Men Talk. Um, it's a lot going on right now in my life, and I really been struggling with like this podcast, straight up. Um, I have a lot of positive things going on, but I'm really starting to realize that when you are truly doing something that God has told you to do, and it also involves with something that you love to do, you will come against challenges that will push you to a limit where you doubt yourself. There will be great moments in, fulfilling the purpose, but there are going to be a lot of moments where you wonder if you're truly called to fulfill the purpose, or did you even hear from God that this was your purpose? A lot of times I doubt myself because of how others treat me. There's things that I want to do. There's goals that I have set. And what I'm learning is like setting those goals around what has God told me to do. And a lot of times I struggle with that because, I'm really trying to understand God more than I understand what people say about God. Because a lot of times we listen to what other people's visions and other people's perspective of God is, but we don't take the time to try to learn from ourselves, like who God truly is in our own personal life. And I really think that that is important, that we understand that God in our own lives is going to be different in others, because how he moves for us, he might move in a different way for somebody else. So we have to develop a personal relationship with God, because the thing that we do is that we put God in a box. We try to limit God to what we think or how we think, or what are possible chances of a circumstance of how a solution might come through a problem. We try to put God in a box of how us as humans think. Um, and a lot of times, we do that because we are looking through our natural eyes and looking at other people's experiences, looking at other people's breakthroughs, looking at other people's outcomes, and only hearing what situation they went through and how they got out of it. And that's one thing about God, is that we can't do that for ourselves. When it comes to God and how he develops you, how he helps you grow, how he presents opportunities, how he brings breakthroughs in your life, it can be different for you, but you can have the same circumstance that somebody else might be going through. And that's one thing about God, is that we put him in this box. But guys, we have to understand that God knows us more than we know ourselves. And so he knows how to communicate and operate with us more than sometimes we even know how to uh bring up ourselves, cheer up ourselves, motivate our own selves. And that's one thing about God, is like God is a all-knowing God. So a lot of times we limit him because we limit ourselves. And this is where I struggle, because I doubt myself so much because how others treat me. For instance, basketball. I love basketball. I definitely believe I had a chance to play pro in the NBA. I actually had a G League tryout literally maybe 3, 4 years ago. Um, and I felt like if I would have believed in myself more and pushed myself harder and not listen to what other people said about my game and how I play, I really feel like I could have made the G League team. Now, not saying that I'm this all American, amazing first round pick, but I definitely could play the game. I definitely could play the game of basketball. And I let others discourage me because people would judge me how I shoot. People would judge me how I dribble, my layups, maybe a certain move I would do, they wouldn't like it. But if that move is working for me to where I'm averaging 20 to 30 points a game, who are you to say something about it? Um, and I let my environment affect who I am as a person. My temper was bad. Always ready to fight, you know, always try to prove to people that I was actually good in basketball. When now at the age of 30, where I really don't care for basketball no, because I'm not really playing like that, I'm just training. I'm realizing that, excuse me, at the age of 30, playing basketball, I'm realizing that it does not matter what people say. It does not matter how people feel about you. It does not matter. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Just be who you are, but be open to be a better you. So when I say that, I mean, like, I'm starting to realize that a lot of things as a man, I do not know. I am a father, I am a husband, I am a brother, I am a son. And there are a lot of holes in my life that I'm starting to realize need to be filled. And those holes are things that another man can only teach me: how to be a son, how to be a good brother, how to be a good friend, how to be a great father, and how to be a great husband. And started all the way from my childhood, I am starting to realize that these holes are um characteristics that I should have had, things I should have learned, um emotions that I should be able to control and know how to operate. And even on the business side, how to be a young man saving money, knowing how to spend money, and just being very financially stable. And these were things that I were not taught at a young age, coming into a teenager, coming into a young man, and now I'm in the stage of grown man. And there are a lot of things that I'm just like, man, like I just need to be better. And I want you to understand that it is okay to be dumb. It is okay to be ignorant. It is okay for you not to know, which literally what ignorant means, not knowing of. It is okay for you to not know what to do, how to do something, why to do something, and when to do something. It is okay for you to not know everything. And it is okay to keep learning. And a lot of times I feel like us as men, we have this pride where we feel like we got to know something better than nothing. We should know a little bit of everything, or I should at least fake it till I make it and just be like, oh, yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Instead of saying, I don't know what you're talking about at all. And these are things that I am starting to learn. Like, there's a lot that I do not know. And there are things that I'm like, this is really important. Man, I did not know financially I should be doing this. I did not know that I should be saving up money for different reasons. And this is how I should save money. And this is how I should be financially stable. I did not know about tax breaks and different things of how to work taxes. I did not even know how to start a business, how to file a LLC, how to establish business credit. These are things I did not know. And I still don't know a lot of things when it comes to the business side and the benefits. But I am putting myself in a position where I'm okay to learn. And I'm okay to say, man, I don't know what you're talking about, but can you help me? And I'm in a stage where I'm understanding there is a lot of wisdom that I need to learn. But you have to be okay with being dumb. You have to be okay with saying, man, I don't know what you talking about. I don't know what that is. I don't know how to do that. I don't know when to do that. And I don't know like why I should do that. But if it is going to benefit me to be a better man, a better helper, a better person, a better husband, son, father, friend, brother, I am willing to do it. And that's a position we need to put ourselves in. What can I do to better myself? And here's another question I want you to ask too. Why should I better myself? What is the reason for me wanting to better myself? Because a lot of times when we better in ourselves, it should be for more than just ourselves. It should be for others too as well. And these are people you do know, people you work with, people you don't know, people you are now meeting. You bettering yourself should better your surroundings more than just you being selfish and just trying to better yourself for your own personal gain. And this is what I'm starting to realize when it comes to God. When God is bettering you, He is bettering you for someone else. And how He does it is, as He betters you, He uses you as an example to others to show, I am God, I am real, and you don't have to settle in who people thought you were. You don't have to settle in who you used to be. And yes, no matter what your situation is, you can always be better. And these are things that I'm learning that, okay, I want to be a millionaire, but Carlton, why do you want to be a millionaire? And if God has it set for you, why does God want you to be a millionaire? Okay, well, God, I want nice cars. I want a nice house. I want to be able to uh give people money anytime they need it. But then and it's funny how God works is God introduced me to somebody who is a multimillionaire, and this man does literally everything that I want to do with money. But one thing I've learned from him is how he moves with the money. It was a point in his life where he was literally giving money, helping people out, and God told him to stop because what was happening was the people he was helping so much started to look at him as a idol, started to look at him as a god. And when we say a god, we're not talking about a big G, but like, hey, like anytime I need money, I can go to this guy and I know he'll give it to me. But instead of them going to God himself and saying, God, provide me a financial breakthrough. God, can you provide me some money in this circumstance? Because a lot of times what happens is that we allow our resource to become our idol. And this is where you have to understand God is a jealous God. God wants your attention. God wants your trust. God wants your faith. God wants you to be able to depend on Him because He created you. He is the creator. So if I create something and it breaks, something isn't right, I don't want what I created to go to someone else. I want it to come back to me because I know what I created, how it operates. So that's how God is. God created you. He knows how you operate. He knows your mindset. He knows how you think. He knows how you walk. He knows your ways. But if you go to somebody else who really don't know your ways, but they have a resource that you need, such as they might have a part that you need, that part is only temporary compared to the creator who's like, I know the part that can be permanent. I know a part that can fix you where you don't ever have to come back for that fixing again. What's up, everybody? It's yours truly, Carlton, and welcome to Real Men Talk. This is a podcast where men can be themselves, have honest moments, speak their truth, and also tell their experience, because I believe that if we tell our testimony, it helps somebody else get to theirs. So welcome to Real Men Talk. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment some things you would want us to talk about. Once again, thank you, and I really appreciate your support. Welcome to Real Men Talk Podcast. And this is Carlton. Peace.